Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to the Daytona International Speedway for round number 1 of the ARCA series presented to you by Verizon here. As we are under the lights, we were originally going to run during the day, but ended up raining most of the day and took a really long time for the track to dry, so we'll be doing this thing under the lights instead. And the grass is a dangerous area to be if, in case any work were to happen. So these drivers must try their best to stay out of the grass. So we are finally here for the first race of the season to get started underway here. A lot of these young drivers going up against a couple of veterans. Some of the veterans from the Cup Series are racing in this division, and try to give those rookies a run for their money. And as I mentioned before, for the ARCA Series practice, this is it, and this is where these ARCA drivers, the ones who aren't veterans, need to really try and prove that they have what it takes to be in the higher series, higher divisions. So without further ado, we'll get you down to the starting lineup here. Zachary DeLello in the 20s, the pole sitter. He's ran a really quick lap. So DeLello, your Can-Am Pro Series Eastern Division champion, is gonna start on the pole here in that number 20 Toyota. And to his outside is gonna be Mitchell Collins in the 3. Collins still looking to win something here in the NORLA League, as he's in a really good position to try and do so, as he's gonna start on the outside line. Behind these guys is gonna be Alex Benyako and Ramian Fisher. Benyako making his start here in the NORLA League, and Fisher, the Cup veteran and Cup Series regular, is going to start right by him. Fisher had a wild wreck here in the Cup Series last season, ended up being out for a couple races, and then also went airborne during testing. Behind those guys is going to be the 8 of Bobo Jones. He's looking to make some noise here in the ARCA Series. Jones ran pretty good in the West Division, but only has 1 win and couldn't really be there at the end. Eric Monaco in the 15. He's a former Cup Series regular. Behind these guys, Henry Williams in the 5, who's won here in the Cup Series multiple times. Definitely looking forward to see Williams running up here towards the front. And then your Can-Am Pro Series Western Division champion Kristen Russell in the 40. He too is starting up here near the front. We have Nick Smith, a Cup regular, who's driving the number 33 GoDaddy Chevrolet here in the ARCA Series. Then we have next to him is the 06 of Stephen Wallace Jr., who's looking to get more wins to his name. He's won twice in both divisions that he's been in so far. He's looking to do so again, and maybe get even more. And you have the rest of the starting lineup here. There's Ben Crouch, Billy Bishop, Joshua Hyatt, Dylan Young, Cam Wilson, and then others back here. And then Carter Joey going to a backup car, and also Jeff Gearhan. Carter Joey, who grenade his engine during practice, and then he did the same thing actually during qualifying, and Gearhan going to an engine change. So race info, we have a 30-lap race here, and there should be 1 or 2 pit stops being made. For a lot of these drivers, this is the biggest track they will face and have faced, and so it rises the awareness of how these young drivers will race here. Commands have been given. The engines are fired up here. No more cold engines. It's going to watch these drivers roll off of pit road. Hopefully no one stalls it up, and it doesn't look like it. So far, so good. So, Zachary DeLello, Mitchell Collins, 2 drivers who performed in both the pro divisions, or 2 drivers that performed in the pro divisions. Hoping to make a better name for themselves. DeLello has already been doing that. He's been making noise and just making everyone knows that he's got what it takes to run for a championship. He has a championship already, in the Eastern Division.
Make sure you got your wheels straight, buddy. Make sure you got your wheels straight. Big picture day, bud. Nice and easy.
DeLello talking to his crew there.
Get yourself a little drinking Gatorade there, bud.
Team communication is key here in the ARCA series and in any series really. And you got your spotters on top of the track looking out for you and all that good stuff. So DeLello already making a statement by winning the pole. He's gonna hope to try and finish where he started. Everyone else will try to finish much higher than they are. So as they come out of turn 4, you can already hear the crowd on its feet and stomping as we get ready for that pace car to make a sharp left turn down pit road. And there it goes. The pace car is down pit road as we're getting ready to go green for the first race here of the season. As the green flag is out at Daytona. Jones in the 8 car already looking down to the inside to make it 3 wide underneath Fisher. DeLello's going to try to see which lane he can block. No one goes with Jones, however, as he's going to be down there by himself. Now you see Henry Williams in the 5. He's going to go right behind the 8 car. And they're already 3 wide for second. DeLello, he's going to come down and block Bobo Jones in the 8. Mitchell Collins on the outside looking for a run. Doesn't have too much help. And Alex Benyako is going to lose a ton of grounds as he's going to get freight trained early on here as he's falling on the outside. Collins, he too is falling. Here comes Bobo Jones. You see Henry Williams look, but Jones goes with the block. And now here comes Jones to the inside. And leading lap number 1 is going to be Jones by a nose. He got a big run going to the start-finish line right there. Now Bobo Jones to the lead, but Henry Williams is there. He too is looking with help from Nick Smith in the 33. Nathan Fisher right behind Smith as well. Here comes Tony Green to the inside, 3 wide for the lead as they're 3 by 3 by 3. And DeLello giving a huge push to the 8. And now here comes the 44, but the 8 is going to go down there to block. DeLello now on the outside with help from Mitchell Collins. DeLello trying to go to the inside, but the 5 is already there of Henry Williams as they pull out of turn 4 here. Travis roaring by. Huge block right there by Bobo Jones. He's being aggressive here as he's going to lead yet another lap. Tony Green looking for a way, looking for some help if he can try and clear that 8 car. He doesn't have the help he needs. Henry Williams just trying to get there. DeLello now pushing on Jones. And look at that big block. Man, Jones is being aggressive. He doesn't want anyone to get the lead from him. And that's the thing we talked about in practice. Jones ran by himself most of practice, mostly because they want to know how the car handles in clean air. And that's exactly how it's showing right now. You see another block by Jones. 3 by 3 here. Look at this racing now. There goes DeLello. I don't think Jones can block that time. DeLello with help from Tony Green. And now they're side by side for the lead once again. And Jones, he's going to have Tony Green maybe go underneath him there. Green is looking to the inside of Jones. Doesn't have the run he needs. DeLello does not have help either. As you see Jones, he's trying to go down, maybe get a little bit side draft off of the 20 right there. Tony Green giving a big push to Zachary DeLello. Toyota's working together as Toyota running 1, 2, and 3 right now. Here comes Nick Smith with Nathan Fisher. As out of 4, DeLello with the lead. Tony Green is there. DeLello's going to come around and lead this time by. As a Cup veteran of Nick Smith with push from Nathan Fisher. Here comes the 33. Fisher looks like he's looking on that right rear or that left rear bumper. Not a good thing to do. Fisher's going to go now and as Nathan Fisher is going to hook up with his big brother, Ramian Fisher, down there on the inside. Couple brothers working together. DeLello with the lead. Tony Green was looking to try and go underneath him, but DeLello with the block. He's doing the same thing Bobo Jones did, and Jones is still actually right there. He's going to have a little bit of drafting help from Henry Williams. Nathan Fisher being pushed by big brother, Ramian Fisher. And now Fisher looks to the Fisher looking to the
3 wide.
inside right there.
Outside.
Here comes Fisher with a huge run right there as he's gonna go underneath green.
Nice and easy, just keep doing what you've been doing.
Whole lot of 3x3 racing here up towards the front.
24 car. Hold your line.
As Fisher has Cade Root behind him, but not close enough, as that middle line is gonna get a big run, led by Tony Green. And right now it's just these two Toyotas out front, Zachary DeLello and Bobo Jones. Out of turn 4, DeLello still with the lead. Will Jones look for it? Yes, he is, but DeLello with another block. And now he's doing the same thing Jones did to him. Great racing right here by the Pro Division's drivers here. This is a great showcase. Dylan Young, let's ride on board with him as he's stuck in the middle here.
In the middle, 3 wide. In the middle, 3 wide. One back there, a little bit of a run. I'm telling you, man, you just gonna make this thing looser in. Pulling that shit out of the right rear.
Oh.
10-4. Hold your line.
Dylan Young saying the car is a bit loose, and when he's around those drivers, especially while he's in the middle, the car gets dragged around a lot. As you can see right there, Dylan Young, he's just stuck in the middle, nowhere to go, and at this point, you just got to hope no one wrecks around him, and he just got to hold his line really tight right there. Along with everyone else in that middle line, and up front, they're getting really racy again. 3 wide battle for the lead. And here comes Ramian Fisher. Doesn't have too much help, but Nathan Fisher's behind him. Nathan's going to have to try and maybe get a big draft. And look at Zachary DeLello. Huge block down the backstretch by the 20 here as he's going to break up that draft with those guys. Tony Green on the outside with Henry Williams. They're trying to push each other right there. Henry Williams, he tried to go down in front of Mitchell Collins. It's not going to work. And here comes Zachary DeLello once again to come around and lead. Bobo Jones trying to get the lead from him. DeLello, can he block? No, Jones is going to bump him out of the way just a little bit right there. And a thing I mentioned earlier about pit stops, we will not be making pit stops. I completely forgot I turned that off. But back Bobo Jones trying to get the lead by himself, but it's not going to happen as he doesn't have the drafting help he needs. DeLello, he's going to go down and block once again. He thought Green was going to go with him maybe, but Green does not, as Green is going to stay in that middle line, and now Green is going to get dropped behind as he doesn't have the drafting help. Bobo Jones making a big charge once again. A couple drivers back here, looks like they lost the pack. Oh, and I thought I saw some damage right there on the one car. 78, all these guys just barely hanging on to this lead pack right here, but as we go back to the front, Bobo Jones charging with Mitchell Collins, giving a huge push to him right there. Tyler Markell in the 10 also trying to make his way to the front. And now here comes Mitchell Collins in the 3 all by himself. Doesn't look like Jones can block this time, or maybe he's getting a huge push right there by Zachary DeLello in the 20. And now Jones is going to try and, no, he's going to stay in the middle. He doesn't want the 20 to get a big run because it was already hard enough passing DeLello as it was. And DeLello now, he tries to block the inside line, not going to work. And DeLello, he gets shuffled to the outside line. Look at the big block by Bobo Jones once again. As he just shuts the door right there on Mitchell Collins. What a performance by this young man right here. As he's going to go right back up the block. DeLello tries to come back down to block Collins, but it's not going to happen as Collins already there, but he once again does not have the drafting help he needs. Cade Rue coming down there with Joshua Hyatt on the inside. As Jones with the big block, he's going to come down. DeLello's going to follow. These two are just running the show right now. Tony Green tried to put a block on Mitchell Collins, but it's not going to work. Those three is kind of losing the draft big time right there. Bobo Jones once again putting that block on DeLello. 18 Juan Garcia is right on board with him.
Outside.
It was I believe it was either him or the 19 who was caught up in that incident.
You can see with the front noses, we might have trash on.
Who was caught up in that incident during practice. As you can see, communication is key right there between the teams as he's down there on the inside trying to make that inside line work, but it hasn't been working so far. 4 wide, we're going to see 4 wide does not work at Daytona, as I think it's going to work out right there, as the 24 is going to get into the wall. And the 24 is going to fall back. That's Joey Pinky. Is this still side by side up front? 3 wide battle for the lead up there. Pinky's going to lose a ton of grounds after getting into the wall. And to the front is Zachary DeLello in the 20 now. Here comes Mitchell Collins charging once again. Big push from Joshua Hyatt right there. Yeah, he's not pushing enough though. That inside line just can't seem to get anyone hooked up near the front, as when they come to the front, they usually just fall apart. DeLello with a big run on the outside. He's going to put a block right there on Bobo Jones. These two just being so aggressive. And I love it. I love how they're racing right now. They just keep one up each other, I guess if that's how you say it. But right now it's DeLello holding the lead. He's going to carry that 8 with him as kind of a car or two gap between him and second place Jones. Joshua Hyatt on the inside does not have the help he needs. You see right here, the outside line gets a really good run on the corners, and the inside just kind of falls. And they're side by side for the lead, but that's not going to help them, as these guys who are drafting are going to catch up to them really quick here. You see Mitchell Collins with a big push from Henry Williams. Tony Green looking for a big run around those guys too. Cody Goforth, Nick Smith, and Joshua Hyatt 3 wide right there. These guys are a bit now broken up and a bit separated. Dylan Young said he was going to hang towards the back for a majority of the race, and that seems to be what he's doing. These guys of Ben Crouch and all these other guys kind of off the pace here. They've lost the draft big time. But back up front, some amazing racing. Mitchell Collins looking for the lead for the first time tonight. He has a big push from Henry Williams right there, and Joshua Hyatt. And coming down on the inside lane right here, a couple of teammates hooked up. The 18 and 19, and Nick Smith is going to get turned. Big crash. And the big one is going to strike here at Daytona. Big crash.
Caution's out.
Big crash, and a couple of cars are torn up right there. Alex Benyako in the 7, he was involved right there. Oh man, tough break for Benyako as he has heavy damage to his car. The 2 also, Cam Wilson involved. Tough break for him. The 40 looked like he got a piece of it as well. And Juan Garcia, we were just talking about him, and he now has a torn up race car. And the 06 of Stephen Wallace Jr. may have gotten a piece of that as well. And so the first caution is going to strike here tonight. And it's a big one. And Mitchell Collins is shown as the leader currently. Man, Nick Smith just got turned right there. Not sure what happened. 02 of Billy Bishop also involved. Tough break for Bishop. Benyako with a heavy damaged car. Cade Rue also involved in the 12 right there. And so there it is. The big one strikes here, as the caution is going to be out. And as I mentioned before, these guys will not be making a pit stop. I recorded a race previously with pit stop, and it did not work too well. But right now, Collins is your leader. So we're going to take a look and see what happened here. Nick Smith, he thought he was clear. That may have been what happened. Smith thought he was clear, but he most certainly was not, and just ended up getting turned. Went right back up into the pack into the 19 of Garcia. And just caused a big mess right there. A lot of drivers with nowhere to go. And that was not Casey Russell's fault at all. It looks like Nick Smith just tried to plug in the hole that wasn't even there, or try to fill the gap. But another look at it right here, he just thought it was clear, but he most certainly was not. I don't know if it was Smith or his spotter. I don't know who to blame right there, but it's one of the two most definitely, because they were not clear at all. And then the 19 just nowhere to go. He just had to hang on for the ride right there. Stephen Wallace Jr. right there. Cade Rue. You see Christian Russell also going around along with Billy Bishop. They nearly made it out of there. Tyler Markell also involved. The 73 also got held up along with the 25 of Alex Parker right there. And Smith is most definitely going to be on this. Right on board the 18 here.
Easy, record.
Man, that was a big hit for Smith too. He got out of it, but most certainly with some damage on board his teammate.
Record right here in front of you, right in front of you.
Oh man, that's a big hit into the outside wall right there. Yeah, there really wasn't a hole for the 33 to go in. I don't know what that was about, but ended a lot of drivers' night right there. As Mitchell Collins is the leader, we are under caution for the first time tonight here at Daytona Beach, Florida. As the big one strikes and a couple of drivers are going to be out of this one. So the caution flag is out. We'll be back after these messages.
You your mama daughter. Why he a party pooper? Cause we the party star. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, we don't do TikTok around here. I fucking hate that. Yeah. No, fuck you TikTok and all your ads. But we are back here at Daytona. The cleanup crews have cleaned the track. We're getting ready to go green this time by 2 drivers out of the race. Ben Yako is one of them, and Smith is actually still on the track along with the O2. I was gonna look at your top 5 drivers here. Top 10 actually, but as we're gonna get ready to go back green here, we're a little bit, or gonna go green with as we approach halfway here at Daytona. So after that, right, these drivers got a chance to catch their breath and talk it over with their crews. But Mitchell Collins right now, your leader. 2 cars are gonna be on the inside. They're definitely gonna be slow. We'll see how this works out here. These drivers are going to have to watch those 2 guys on the inside as the green flag is back out here at Daytona, and a wonderful start by Collins in the 3 right there. Joshua Hyde, he's going to get caught up behind Smith. Smith moves out of the way. He's trying to get underneath the O2. As Collins with a big start. Here comes Bubba Jones underneath Henry Williams in the 5. Bubba Jones has been up front all day, but he's at a close competitor right beside him, which was Zachary DeLello in the 20. Both drivers have been performing well right now, and Mitchell Collins too has been up here as he's currently leading. Jones is peeking underneath Collins. He wants that lead back. As I mentioned before, Bubba Jones and the team has just been working on getting clean air, and that's why you see they're fighting so hard to stay in front. And now here comes Bubba Jones once again. He's going to clear Collins for the lead, and he leads that time by. They're going to keep an eye on the O2. Billy Bishop here, he's going to hold up the 07. And others. Whoa, and we got a car going up in smoke right there. That's the 78 of Zach Winkle. And Zach Winkle is going to go up in smoke right there, and his night is going to be over. Tough break for Zach Winkler in the 78 as they're going to be out of competition, as is Zachary DeLetto back to the lead. As we took our eyes off the leaders for a moment right there, and it's DeLetto right back up to the lead, and everyone is now kind of broken apart. Nick Smith, he's holding up Nathan Fisher right there, and Carter Joey. Or Joey Carter. Or, no, Carter Joey. Is it Carter Joey? I think it's Carter Joey. But back up front is these 2 once again, DeLello and Jones battling for the lead. Mitchell Collins, he's trying to make his presence known as well. Jones is going to block him. Not going to give him a chance to get the lead right there. Instead, he's going to have the 3 of Mitchell Collins giving a big push. And here comes Joshua Hyatt in the 4. He too is coming along with a big run right there. Is going to fly out of turn 4. Eric Monaco in the 15. He too is coming. As the first 4 drivers are now lined up single file, but will that last for long? And it'll probably, who's going to come down? It's probably going to come down to who's the best pusher and who can maintain their track position. As these guys are way back here, as they kind of lost these guys up front here. The Sebastian Cuculon in the 0, he's racing side by side with Fisher. All these guys, they need to try and draft and maybe try and catch that lead pack up there. Nick Smith in the 33, heavily damaged car. I'm worried about debris flying off that car right there. As the 18, he's by himself. There's a 78 still on pit road, but out front is still Bobo Jones. He leads over Mitchell Collins. And Joshua Hyatt in the 4. He's now on the 5 from DeLillo and Eric Monaco is going to try and go with DeLillo. Here comes Hyatt with a huge run. It looks like DeLillo just gave Joshua Hyatt a big run right there, but Hyatt doesn't have anyone behind him as he's going to probably get freight train here, maybe. As no, Jones is going to go down there and try to block, maybe, but Collins holds his ground as Collins is going to stay on the outside. Will DeLillo go with him? No, he will not. DeLillo with a big side draft off of the 3 and 2 second. And he kind of just slingshotted it right there. A veteran move right there by Zachary DeLillo. And one thing I noticed, the Cup veterans aren't even racing for the lead right now. I'm surprised. I'm shocked to see that. As it's these Pro Series drivers running the show right now. Mostly consists of DeLillo and Jones, who has been battling for the lead non-stop since the drop of the green flag. Here comes DeLillo underneath Jones once again. It's just starting to be crunch time right now, as you see how split up these drivers are, and unless we get a caution, these guys have no shot at winning. As DeLillo now with the lead, Jones is falling off, and the caution flag is out, and we're hearing it's for debris. It's debris off of the 33 of Nick Smith, and that's going to change everything here. So the caution flag flies here at Daytona late race, and that's going to stir it up a bit. And that's going to allow all these other drivers back here to once again regroup with the lead pack. And that's a relief for those guys, and probably not a relief for the lead drivers, but the caution flag is going to fly for debris on the track. And we're hearing it's on the exit of turn 4. A dangerous place for it to be, but the caution flag flies. It's DeLillo with the lead over the 3 of Mitchell Collins, and this is where it's really going to get interesting. Now you got to start talking strategy and all of that. Who are you going to work with? Who you got to try and keep behind you? How you can stay in front is what most of these drivers are going to be talking about here. So we'll get you to the restart here. It's going to go green this time by after that caution for debris. DeLillo out front in the 20. Started this thing on the pole. Has been battling side by side with Jones all night long. Can he cap it off with the win? Moved up here to the ARCA Series from the Can-Am Pro Series Western Division. After winning a championship there, got 3 wins. And he hasn't really been on track since then, but doesn't look like he got rusty at all. So we're going to get a big one-lap shootout to decide the first race of the season for the Verizon Series, or the ARCA Series presented by Verizon, as we
Single file right here, buddy.
as we're listening to the team here.
All right, buddy, get those seatbelts tucked for me. Pull back on your steering wheel. Look ahead, hit your mark. Get a little drink of water.
DeLillo does have a really good car, and he's been showcasing that tonight, all night so far. Really, him, Mitchell Collins, and Bobo Jones have been the top drivers. They've been the fastest drivers, and no doubt they are the drivers to beat. Eric Monaco in the 15, he's going to restart third. Can he spoil the party for those 3 as he sits in between Bobo Jones and Mitchell Collins right there? And he got Joshua Hyatt right there in the top 5. He too can probably come up here and spoil his party as the pace car is going to go down pit road. The crowd is on their feet.
Be ready.
A one-lap dash for the cash and the win. The green flag is back out. 2.5 miles to decide this race. It looks like they all got an even start right there. DeLillo's going to go up and block Mitchell Collins. He thinks Collins is a better car, and probably is. Joshua Hyatt trying to give a big push to Eric Monaco on the inside. Cody Goforth is going to join them. Fisher's also there trying to join that inside line. DeLillo with the block. Will Collins try to move down? He will, but DeLillo with the block, and Bobo Jones is going to go with him. Into the final corners here at Daytona. Can Mitchell Collins get the lead here? as he's kind of falling back right there. He's going to have a whole car behind him, and I don't think they're going to do it. As Can-Am Pro Series Eastern Division champion Zachary DeLillo wins at Daytona.
Great job, brother. Great job. Total team effort today. Great job out there, man. Crazy. Good job, buddy. Go get yourself a stroll out.
Can't believe I said Jew it.
Damn it, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Great job. You the man, buddy. Oh, you guys. Way to wheel that piece, baby.
He started from the pole, and that's where he's going to finish. He spent most of the night running in the lead and battling for the lead, and he's going to cap it off with the win.
Great job, brother. Great job today.
Can't express how...
You were up on the wheel all day, baby. Way to get it done, man. Take your time. Do us a little burn out there.
Can't express how much this young man has been impressive here.
Thank you very much, boys. You guys were on your toes today. Great job. Watch the beer cans. Watch the beer cans. Stay low. Stay low.
A job well done by DeLillo. He's going to take the well-deserved victory lap there. So he's going to capture his first career ARCA Series win here at Daytona. And a lot of these guys were hoping that we would go green sooner. Maybe they would have a better shot at winning this thing. Mitchell Collins, he's going to round out the 92nd. A great run for him, however. But once again, congratulations to Zachary DeLillo on scoring his first win here in the ARCA Series. And it's going to come here at Daytona.
Get away, boys. That's what it's all about right there. You are the man. And when you get over here, I want to see you burn that thing down, buddy.
Oh, man. He has been so impressive all night. Him and Pavel Jones both, along with Mitchell Collins, too. Eric Monaco was there to spoil the party. There's a big victory lap here for DeLillo. You can imagine the emotions going on in this young man's mind right now, as they were able to get it done from the pole. Zachary DeLillo, he's going to get it. Mitchell Collins, he's going to get third. Bobo Jones, or Mitchell Collins second. Bobo Jones third. The top three drivers all night is going to finish 1, 2, and 3. Eric Monaco, he was there as well. There's Cody Goforth, Joshua Hyatt, Raymond Fisher, Henry Williams, Jeff Gearhan. A great job for him. He finishes 9th. The top 10 for the underfunded team right there. And Tony Green running out your top 10. Nathan Fisher just outside the top 10 along with Dylan Young and Alan Price and others. 3 drivers did not finish this race. Winkle with the header problem. And Alex Benyako and Juan Garcia, they're gonna look forward to next week, as they're going to need a much better run. Nick Smith was a lap down along with Billy Bishop. As there's DeLillo getting ready to probably burn it down here in Daytona. And you can tell these guys are going to celebrate big tonight. So he's going to drive up there to the flag man. He's going to get the flag from him right there. So the crowd is going wild. You see a whole bunch of people right there.
You rock, buddy. You are the man. Burn them down.
And he's going to smoke them tires and burn it down.
Awesome, brother. Great job. Great teamwork today, guys. Show me some smoke, brother. Show me some smoke.
What a burn.
Awesome job, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We'll see you in victory lane.
Team crew is just really proud of.
Trying to get the sheriff to take one.
Ain't that a thing to see? But good congratulations once again to Zachary DeLillo on winning it here at the mother of all racetracks, Daytona International Speedway, as he gets that off his bucket list. As we move on next week, as these guys are going to take on the 5 Flag Speedway, I think is what it is. But congratulations to Zachary DeLillo. Next week for round 2, we're going to head to the 5 Flag Speedway for round number 2. And then it's on to Salem for round 3. And then we'll be back at another Super Speedway, Talladega, for round 4. And to a short track of the Taylor Swift Superdome for round number 5. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. It really does mean a lot when you guys do, and how you guys react to these races. I do this just for you guys, not just because it's fun. I really enjoy doing this, and hopefully can keep it going. Thank you guys for watching here at Daytona. as we'll move on next week to a much shorter track at Five Flags. The first time NORLA will be going to that track. But congratulations to Zachary DeLello and the entire 20 crew right there on scoring the win. As we'll see you guys next for the next round. This is NORLA signing off from Daytona.